All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Long. I'm the Director of ECM Solutions for Vital ECM. And today's webinar is going to go over Laserfiche. So this webinar is meant to be an introduction to Laserfiche, and it will mostly go over Laserfiche Cloud. Laserfiche also offers self-hosted subscription, and for legacy clients, on-premise solutions as well. So the agenda for today is to learn a little bit about Laserfiche, get a platform overview. We'll do a live demonstration, and then at the end, we'll leave some time for questions and answers. All right, introduction to Laserfiche. Laserfiche has been in the industry for 35 years and a little bit more. Their corporate headquarters are in Long Beach, California, but offices in multiple countries. Uh, their customer base is worldwide. The core competencies for Laserfiche are intelligent content capture, process automation, document and records management, and integrations. Laserfiche has grown in-house, so all of their development has been done by Laserfiche. They haven't grown through acquisition, so there's no need to make their pieces work together. They're built to work together. So about Laserfiche. Laserfiche is the leading SaaS provider for ECM solutions and business process automation. Um, with Laserfiche, you can do process automation, document and records management, intelligent content and data capture. They offer APIs and iPaaS integrations and a robust solution marketplace. How is Laserfiche different from the competitors? So Laserfiche is an enterprise level document management system. It can handle complex scenarios, but the real magic is it's very easy to set up and get your use cases taken care of. It's very customizable. Again, while there are some pre-built solutions that you can choose to and use as a platform base, it's customizable to pretty much work with any use case you can think of. It has the ability to scale. So Laserfiche is a true partner with AWS. So the system is built to scale no matter the size of the enterprise. And other enterprises wouldn't affect your system. So there's no need to worry about anything going down along the product line. If things start getting used heavily, more threads are spun up in AWS to take care of the overload. It is recognized by Gartner with their Magic Quadrant as a leader, and it's the #1 ranking in document management and business process management and digital process automation on G2, which is a peer review website. Again, everything is developed in-house, and we're just about to release some AI tools. How can you accomplish more with Laserfiche? Again, some of the key takeaways are process automation, intelligent content capture, and document and records management. With Laserfiche, we can automate a lot of paper-based processes to make them electronic, using business rules to standardize processes. Common use cases, what industries does Laserfiche work with, or verticals? Everything from finance, human resources, legal and compliance, IT, and operations. What makes Laserfiche different? Again, the best user experience among the users. That's from G2, highest customer satisfaction. Again, quick ROI based off the fact that we can customize a solution pretty quickly for you, and great long-term results. So who chooses Laserfiche? Uh, Over 9,000 organizations worldwide trust Laserfiche. Here are a few logo clients of Laserfiche. VRC actually has a couple of these logo clients, Paramount and University of Southern California. So again, recognized by analysts and trusted by customers. From Nucleus Research in 2024, it was the highest rated ECM provider, ranked number 1 from G2, with 1,000 plus verified five-star reviews. The Laserfiche platform. Some of the applications within Laserfiche are the repository for document management, intelligent data capture tools, including quick fields, import agent, snapshot, and AI. Information governance, business process automation, integrations, and pre-built solutions with collaboration. Document and records management. So Laserfiche offers best-in-class document and records management. You're able to create one source of truth, ensuring everybody has access. Laserfiche makes document security, collaboration, and management easier. Some examples could be employee files, government records, healthcare documents, email correspondence, training videos. Flexible and secure access. So Laserfiche is highly customizable and we can create your security with a very granular access. So based either on departments, individual people, or any other metric that you wanted to use. So Laserfiche offers very easy but powerful search tools. So in the demo, I will show you how you can easily find things either through browsing the repository or searching. One of the new things Laserfiche is offering is AI document summarization. Basically, you can submit any document in the repository to AI, and it will return a summary of that document. Intelligent data capture. So data is one of the important things for document management in order to organize and find things that you're looking for. A lot of times data is unstructured, and that can be very difficult to handle or time consuming to manually enter. But Laserfiche does offer tools to help with that. So some of the ways you can bring documents into Laserfiche is either drag and drop. You could take a photo on your smartphone to import it, or you can scan the document with a multifunction device or a scanner connected directly to Laserfiche. Some of the automation tools to extract data is with Quick Fields, which is their advanced data capture tool or import agent. With Quick Fields, you can configure various ways of capturing information from the document, either through regular expression, zone OCR, and other ways. So here's an example of Quick Fields grabbing information from a document. A lot of times, to make it easier, you can start a document electronically using a Laserfiche form. That way, when the form is filled out, your metadata is filled out for you. Business process automation. So with Laserfiche, business process automation has kind of been the game changer. It allows you to standardize and optimize and give you greater efficiency with your workload. So some examples are you can set business rules. So if a purchase is over 5,000, it has to go to the CEO or CFO for approval. New vendors have to go to a specific team for the remainder of the process. So here's an example of workflow in a business process. Here you have a manager approval process where the manager can send it back to the requester to make modifications. The manager is able to approve something under $600, and it would go to the finance team for final approval and processing. If it's over $600, it has to have executive approval from the CFO before it goes to the processing team. The workflow also can automate a lot of tasks. It can generate emails automatically, create contract draft language with standard language, like boilerplate information. You can build meeting agendas, rename and move student applications to approved folders. These are just some very simple use cases. Pre-built solutions on the solution marketplace. So on the solution marketplace, a lot of other customers and solution providers will offer solutions they've built on Laserfiche to connect with different lines of businesses or for specific processes. These are available. Some are free, some have a price associated with them. Cloud security and compliance. So Laserfiche Cloud Security, Laserfiche again is a true partner with AWS and supports the best practices, including single sign-on, Active Directory, and SAML, industry standard password controls, a lot of internal things like vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, intrusion detection, firewalls, auditing, and access rights. So compliance, Laserfiche is SOC 2 Type 2 Plus with HIPAA compliance. For records management, has the DoD 15.2 certification. Accessibility, Section 508, SEC Rule 17A-4. Higher Education Community Vendor Assessment Toolkit compliant, and ISO IEC 27001 2022. All right, now for some of the new stuff, Laserfiche AI. So Laserfiche's approach to AI is about unlocking content, and how some of that is done is through OCR, transcription, smart invoice capture, increasing productivity, and content analysis. Now, with AI, here are some of the solutions they're offering: smart templates, document classification, natural language search, smart templates, design assistance, Ask Laserfiche, natural language search, and data visualization. All right, so Laserfiche is heavily investing in AI, and it's part of their future roadmap. So what is just about to be released is document summarization, handwriting recognition, audio video transcription, smart invoice capture, regular expression assistance, and OCR. From the roadmap, you'll see, again, it is the future of Laserfiche. All right, Laserfiche offers a number of training and support resources. So some of the resources to work with Laserfiche, if you have any questions, you can always come to us as your solution provider. But one of Laserfiche's tools is their learning platform, Laserfiche Aspire. It's a self-directed platform where it's go at your own pace. Laserfiche Answers is a community where you can submit questions, and a lot of other users will help you find answers for that. And then just the Laserfiche support website itself. So Laserfiche offers certification trainings with the Aspire platform. So based off of your use case with Laserfiche, you might want to have a records management course. You might want to understand scanning better. You might want to understand building workflows and forms. All of these, you can get Laserfiche certifications, but you can also just audit the courses, take all the courses through Aspire, and not take the test for the certification. Again, this is the Laserfiche Aspire platform. All right, Laserfiche pricing and licensing models. This would be for new customers going forward. Basically, Laserfiche has value-based pricing, so it's tiered subscription. So you'd get discounts on quantity. They do offer enterprise packages. You have different user options, full and participant. Full is the ability to add, edit, modify, delete documents in a repository, where participant is kind of a read-only access into the repository, but can also participate in any forms business process. And they have special packages for education and government users. They also offer multi-year contracts for cost predictability. So for new customers, there are two different licensing models. One is a self-hosted subscription. The other is Laserfiche Cloud subscription. And here are some of the different advantages for each. All right, that's it for the slideshow. Let me bring up the repository for a quick demonstration. All right, so this is the Laserfiche repository. One of the great things about Laserfiche, it's very intuitive. It's laid out kind of like you would understand a Windows folder structure to look like, with nested folders. But there's also ways or help along the way. So this button here, resources, you can learn more about the repository. So let's say we want to do an overview of the repository. Here on the left-hand side of the repository, you have the folder tree. Quickly navigate your repository by using the folder tree, expand and retract various folders. Got the content pane. And the details pane. So from here, you can choose different metadata options. You have your search bar, your breadcrumbs, and your action buttons. So your action buttons are refresh folders, download, import, scan. So from here, let me pull up a few sample folder structures for this demo. So let's say you had building permits. Sample folder structure might be an incoming folder for routing documents. Once documents get routed, there could be a folder for awaiting inspections, council review, approved, and all the applications. Human resources folder structure might look something like this, with employee files. Here, records management is attached. So this has a 5-year retention, then destroy after the end of employment. Legal folder structure might be open cases, closed cases, etc. Navigating through the folder structure, though, again, you can go straight to the document you want. From here, you can see the metadata of this document, a preview. And here's the document summarization. So for this document, I'm going to go ahead and create the summary through AI. So here's the AI summary. Let's go ahead and open up this document. Now, another way to navigate to a document would be through search. So if I put on the search filters, I'm going to choose the template for building permits. Let's say I wanted to find all of the building permit applicants that started with an M. Just go M wildcard. Here are the documents that came back. If I scroll over, let's say I knew it was Merrill Sharp that I wanted to find, I can go here. And you can choose any of these metadata fields to try to search for your document. Once you're in a document, you can annotate it. You can do redactions, highlights, sticky notes, have a stamp. And again, here are some of your action buttons. Let's say I wanted to share this document. I could either share it through email or use what's called direct share. And instead of emailing somebody a PDF, you would email them a link to this document. This is extremely useful if it's a large document, let's say several hundred pages, or a color document that would get stuck in a traditional email system. All right, any questions so far? All right, I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of Laserfiche AI for intelligent data capture. So for intelligent data capture, what you need to do is create a template of metadata fields. So in this case, we created an AP template that includes vendor name, total due, invoice date, PO, invoice number, tax, subtotal, shipping. And we've set some constraints or parameters for these index fields, metadata fields, with a width or number of characters, the type, of metadata, whether it's text, a date, etc. And then what we did, we've chosen to use AI for auto extraction. And what we had to do is create a description to tell AI what we wanted AI to try to get from the unstructured document. So in plain language, we said, we want the total invoice amount. We want the date of the invoice. This is the invoice purchase order number. This is the invoice number. So very simple language. For the demo, when we built it, the only strange one was this vendor name. We had to add a second description saying, if vendor name not found, use the logo, and that cleared everything up. Let me show you a quick demonstration of this. So we have a Smart Fields folder. Here's the vendor folder. As you see, it's blank currently. So I have a number of sample invoices. I'm going to go ahead and bring these into the incoming folder. Okay, so now here I have 4 invoices that don't currently have a template. So let's start with invoice 2. I'm going to go ahead and open it up just to show you. Here's the invoice for advanced systems. I'm going to assign the AP template to this invoice. And as you see, currently there's no metadata. But if I hit this extract values, now AI has automatically entered the index information. Advanced system is the vendor name, the total due 944.52, invoice date 2420, invoice number 1234567, tax 6352, subtotal 794, and shipping 794. So all this is correct, so I'm going to save it. Now, if I go back, I go to the vendors folder, workflow has moved that document, created a alpha folder for A. Within the alpha folder A, created the advanced systems vendor folder. Within the advanced systems vendor folder, created the 2020 year folder. And within the 2020 year folder, created the February 2nd subfolder. And within that, you have your actual document. Again, here's all the metadata and the document. So real quickly, let me do another one. Extract the values. Data design. Vendor 10,089 85992. That's correct. Invoice date 2120 2020. PO number correct. Invoice number correct. Sales tax 79992. subtotal shipping. That's correct. Save. Go back. Again, if I go back to my vendors folder, again, a new folder has been created. D folder, data design, 2020, February, invoice. And one last one I'll do real quickly is a handwritten invoice. So again, here's a handwritten invoice. I'm going to assign the AP template to it. Again, nothing has been filled out. Use AI to extract the data. Logic Corporation. Total due. Invoice date. PO number. Invoice number. Tax. Shipping. So was able to get all this information that was handwritten. Save it. Logic Corporation, 2019, July 7th. And there's the document. All right, just real quickly wrapping up before we go into Q&A. Let me show you some of the other tools that Laserfiche has. Again, Laserfiche is great with their resources. So this is the Laserfiche admin guide. It also has AI that you can ask just natural language questions to. So you can go through the normal channels to finding it, but if you want to ask AI how to import a document, here it says you can drag and drop. You can use the import option. There's a couple additional options, and for emails. And one of the nice things here it does also is it links it to Aspire. So here is the Aspire platform. Again, this is the free platform for self-guided learning or for certifications. But from here, you just click on this, it will open up Aspire and take you to additional training for importing documents in Laserfiche. All right, I think that is the end of the presentation. I'd like to open it up for questions and answers if anybody has any questions. All right, it doesn't appear that anybody has any questions. I
It
thank
looks
you.
like one came through about
Oh.
forms.
Oh, sorry, let me see here. There it is. Go ahead, Alexa. Hannah, is her mic open?
It is now. Alexa, you can ask your question or you can type it in the chat.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I meant to edit my question. So I tried looking for answer using Laserfiche answers, but I've not been able to find a way to. Is there a way to increase the size of the checkboxes on when you're using forms?
Yes. Uh, that can be done through CSS. So it depends on if you're using the old Forms Designer or the modern Forms Designer. But we can work with you directly on that. I'd be happy to set up a remote session with you.
Okay, thank you.
I put my email in the chat box. So Alexa, if you're interested, just shoot me an email and we'll schedule that remote web session to go over how to configure the checkboxes, the size of the checkboxes. Let's just ask AI, see what it says. Yeah, it looks like custom CSS might be needed here. Thanks for attending, Johnny. We'll all right. Any last questions before we wrap up? All right. Thank you for attending. I believe I'll be working with Hannah to schedule some more of these Laserfiche webinars to cover different topics. Thank you very much for attending. Bye.